Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic Worldbuilding / Timelapse series. And today we're gonna be looking for problems. Problems with the game. We're gonna be looking for problems with the game. Yeah, some of the things that we are doing, you probably already published this episode. I'm gonna, well, hopefully, or it's gonna be today. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's gonna be tomorrow with Kaya Maya. And anyway, I was thinking a lot about some things that we have in the game. For example, it would be, what the hell are you doing? Alright, he's waiting to be unloaded. That's fine. How easily people can die in this game. And also, some things I learned that was kind of duh. You guys are probably experts in that, but unfortunately I'm not. The issues with the... what do we need? How would you proceed further? We are financially doing... so I think I would say even okay. We do have huge, ever so slowly decreasing gap in the workplaces versus the people, actually workers. You can see here that we are transporting enormous amount of people to the mines and all, and the best thing we can do here to check is how many of them are coming back. You can see here that we have 60 people in this train coming back. I will monitor this a little bit just to see that we're not wasting any workers over here. That means that our mines are working at 100%, next to 100%, let's not call it. But here, this is the best we can... no. I wanted to say this is the best we can do, but no. The bottleneck here is the processing plant, which is working currently at the 80%. But again, bear in mind that the productivity of our workers is affected here as well. So you can see... how can we actually see how many... how much are we producing? Well, we're producing maximum we can. Actually, I don't even know how much we're processing. I meant like exact number of tons. I would say if this is 80%, this is not 80%, we have less workers here, but if it's working at 85%, which we can check real easily here in the Veltirovsk town hall. Do we have... No, just Riga town hall. Oh, we can call it Veltirovsk. Town hall. There we go. Just looks a little bit nicer. Doesn't have a Riga in there, even though I'm a fan of city of Riga, so I think it's a beautiful city. Anyway, just wanna go and check if there's anything else we need to do here. Right, so calculations, how is our productivity? You can see that it's 86%. So what is production of the coal here? It's, you can see here now that we are stockpiling this pretty fast. It's decently fast, but at the moment we can't do any better than this. Like the workers are being exchanged as max as we can. You can even see that we have a lot of people coming back. 76 people, and the last train was 60, and I will just real quickly check how many we're gonna have here. That means we have capacity for additional industries around here. I am really not sure why did I build so many distribution offices. Shoot me if I know. But we have capacity for additional industries, and this is something that I wanted to do for a while. We're gonna focus in this episode on an import-based economy. Well, let's say branch of our economy. It's not going to be the main focus. Well, it's gonna definitely be helping us in the future. That would be... Ooh, actually, you know, you probably expected me to tell you what exactly this is gonna be, but no, it doesn't work like that, because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna focus on here. Industries. So this would be the industries that we have. Fabric factory. I'm thinking about fabrics. Again, I don't think we're growing enough crops for us to produce these big the amounts of fabrics that we can consume here. What is this fabric factory? We have 1.2, 2.4 tons. Do we have even space for this over here? I don't think we do. I don't think this is enough. And I'm thinking that I made a mistake with this one. I will remove it because I want to use this space over here for our additional industries. This is probably gonna be a time lapse if I ever decide what the actual whoa. Kaya Maya, what is this? Ha! You can't stop me. You can't mess the things I can. You can't fix the messes that I can. Something like that. Okay, so we have a huge amount of space. Well, bigger amount of space over here. And I was thinking of getting these industries up and running. So, what's the distance here? 300 meters, 400 meters is here. So I'm thinking warehouses to the right hand side, factories over here, so they can be supplied by people. And how many people we have here? This train is coming back with 85 people in there. So we are more than well supplied with workers in our mining industry. And this is our major export. This is the biggest export we have. So, wow. 200 tons. This is half a train full already, and it's gonna be a little bit more by the time he arrives, but let me see where the other one is. The other one is just arriving at the border. Wow, only 10,000 rubles for this train. 600 tons of coal. Wow. Okay, and how much we get for exporting electricity? Now it's night, we're gonna play with the finances. So let's say this year, exports to the coal, we exported 12,000 tons of coal and got 200,000 rubles. This is a decent amount. Less than half of that is electricity, but the amount of electricity we produce is significant. We produce for 30 tons of coal 1,800 megawatts. So how much is the megawatt again? What do you say? What do you want? Go away. Let's slow this down. So megawatt, we're gonna go for finances and check the prices. Megawatt, here we go, power. I think this is per megawatt, so 0.9, so that means we get 1,500 rubles for 30 tons of coal, right? So 30 tons of coal, 1,800, we get 0.9, so 90% of this will be 1,000, let's say 620 would be, but 1,620. Coal would be for 30 tons of coal, we get 170 times 3, that would be 450. So we get, if I'm not mistaken here, we get 3 times more for electricity than for coal itself. But we are producing so much coal that we would have to have enormous amount of power plants, and we are already using this border crossing, I wouldn't say to a maximum, but, well, yeah, actually it's a maximum. We are exporting 18 megawatts of power. So this is just additional export that we don't have to, create additional infrastructure of, and we can't really export anymore because there's nowhere to export. At the moment, I don't even know. Do we have other border crossings? No, that would be it. This is NATO, I believe. These are NATO countries, all of them. So we are doing maximum with electricity, and that's it. This is the bottleneck of our power production, of power exports. Okay, that's actually quite good because it's gonna just tell us, hey, dumbass, focus on your economy and stuff. Okay, that being said, let's build some infrastructure here. Did I stop this one? Yes, I did. And here we're gonna go definitely straight through, build those. Okay, so Oolykee is gonna have to think about this now and build fabric industries around here. So fabric production and clothing production. I was hoping for it to be based only on our domestic consumption, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna be it. You know what? Let's do a time lapse of this, and I will build both of those industries. You can see here we need 115 people. I think. Whoa. Now I'm thinking about this. This could be a little bit on the pricey side. What about if we build only the clothing production? Clothing production. This is Robs's 180 people. Again, this is a lot of people. This is more than we can supply. Maybe this was a bad idea on my side to go for clothing. Is there anything else we can base our imports on? Like, we can... food. We are already exporting food. No, it's so limiting what we can do here. This game is so limiting. I'm kidding. More chemicals. Oh, right. This is something I wanted to implement in my games. For example, if the chemistry industry is not the If the chemistry is... Whoa, they're already done? Perfect. We're actually building this. We can start on the warehouse as well. If the chemistry is not too demanding, like if you don't need a lot of resources to finish the... to build the chemicals, to make chemicals, then you can just use these chemicals for something. Like, for example, this is chlorine factory. I can... I'm not sure if I'm... spelling this correctly. I'm gonna have to double check this spelling because, you know, let's check it now. Nope, I didn't spell it correctly. There we go. Chlorine, I believe that would be it. That's used for purification of water, and this is going to be our own domestic consumption of water purification chemicals that we're going to use domestically. Okay, so what else are we consuming then that we can focus on? I wanted to go for this fabric production, but I don't think our farming is up to date, so maybe I should go for farming then. But I think we had enough farming for now. Well, we can definitely expand this farming. We have space for the fields around here. I'm not sure if I want to do that. What's with this farm? I think I would like to have bigger farm then, if we're gonna go for expansion of our farming. And then we can always go in this direction. We have enough free space. I have a feeling that we have enough farming, that I don't want to go all into farming. But also then I can use import. Like, for example, not every country in the world can produce cotton. I don't mean cotton as a fabric, but cotton as a raw resource, which technically your farms would be growing if you're going to be making fabrics out of it. Okay, so okay, then we can go back to clothing again. Okay, let's first see if there's any high-tech industry that we can focus on, like processing of metals, maybe machine parts. That's not a bad idea. We can have expertise in production of some stuff. Let's see what we're consuming. Machine parts or whatever we're consuming. We stopped investing. I think we stopped investing greatly into our import resources. Let's go this year. It's April, not that much. Steel, fuel, those things we can't do right now. But clothes, yeah, clothes is a big import. Again, even if we go for clothes, I'm gonna be importing a lot of other stuff that we're gonna need for clothes. Let's say this cotton that everybody's talking about. And then we have chemicals, we are investing in that, and then electronics. So like machine parts, mechanical components, and electrical components. We're not consuming any electrical. Well, let's see, last year. Really, here we go. Only 22 tons the whole year. Actually, it was probably some imports. Maybe we started importing it or something like this. That doesn't matter. So this year we're gonna focus then on clothing. If we go for removing clothing from our imports, that would be great. Again, let's revisit the clothing idea. So the clothing will be 20 tons of crops per day. We're gonna be running this factory at 50%. So we're gonna be running this factory at 50%. This is again something that we need to invest in, is the sewage for our industrial areas. But we're gonna cross that bridge later. I'm gonna leave it now as it is. So if we're gonna go produce, we're gonna need chemicals for this. Chlorine is not the chemicals that we need, so we're gonna need another chemical factory. Can I implement this here as well? Since these chemical factories are just dyes, or maybe cleaning detergent or something, I don't want to go on some expensive production of chemicals. So can we do something simple? Here we go. What is this chemical plant? It doesn't say what it is. It's producing 2.5 tons of chemicals, 50 tons of coal ore, and 42 cubic meters of water is required. And what do we get? 2.5 tons of chemicals. That's not expensive. Again, I don't want to use them for, like, this is obviously for black clothing. I know. The black color doesn't come from coal. Actually, I don't know, but I'm assuming it's not. But we have these resources here, and we don't have to import crops. But let's say that we are producing these black clothing or something, and that we're gonna be using coal as a basics for production of these chemicals. Anything else? These all use vanilla parts. This is something different. Huge chemical plant, but it requires oil. This is vanilla. No, this is too much, too much. This is decent, but again, vanilla. I think I want to go for this. And like I said, this... Wow, this is a big one. How many people working? 250 people! Seriously? That's even less production than vanilla. Well, it produces a lot of chemicals, so I don't care. It produces a lot of chemicals, and again, I won't be exporting these chemicals. I'm gonna try to focus on the... Well, let's just do Feng Shui. Let's just do what Grid God intended us to do. So this is this is the train station. So we need to have this. Wow, it has... Oh, darn it. It has the train connections to it. I don't want that. I don't want the train connections on my factory. And it requires power connection as well. Damn it. I don't want to do this now. No, I'm discouraged about this. I'm discouraged about this project because it's gonna require enormous investments, and now I'm seeing the distance. It even has the railroad connection. Do we have any other chemical plant that I can play with? No, this is the only one here. This one requires coal and gravel, but this is a huge production. Again, that's fine, we can limit the production, but I'm pretty sure that this is a huge factory, as I said. We need something smaller. Okay, I'm gonna go for smaller. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go for this factory. I'm gonna try to motivate myself to actually do this. So we have a chemical factory here in the corner. That would be the worst thing ever. And then this chemical factory needs to be... Oh, definitely no. This needs to be rotated. So if I do this and then T the sucker. Oh, no, and then rotate, right? No, it needs to be in the other side, T, and then rotate. Yeah, this way. This way, wait, no. No, I was right initially. But it needs to have the connections on this side, but it doesn't have it. What if I build it in this direction? No, we don't have exits for the roads there. Well, I could build some. Let's try it out. Let's try this. This is going to be the chemical production. This is 0.85 tons. This is vanilla, 0.81 ton. Then we're going to have clothing production or fabric production. Fabric. I'm going to go for vanilla again. I'm pretty sure. Oh, 20 tons of crops. That's a lot of crops. That's fine. This is going to be imported crops. I know we have our own crop production, but we don't have the cotton production, so we're going to go for this one. And then the last one is going to be all the way here. I'm kind of worried about this, that it's going to be too far from where people going to go, have to walk to work. So this is going to be it, how I envisioned it. The dark is falling, so we're going to speed up through the night. But let's see if our measurements are correct here. If we're going to be able to... what is this? 300 meters. Yeah, this is going to be iffy at best. And we're going to have to bypass some of the places. So I'm kind of hoping that this is going to be enough. If it's not, I'll have additional bus service. That's not a problem. Okay, let's speed through the night and enjoy the... wait, wasn't I supposed to do this in a time-lapse? Yeah. Maybe we're not going to have a time-lapse episode, will we? Right. We can actually. I think I can expand further our neighborhoods. What am I doing here? I'm looking at the dark so you guys can see what I'm doing. We need to get more stuff done, so I'm gonna start constructing more apartment buildings. I probably would like to have them have some amenities as well, so I'm gonna go for this, the sports hall, and day is coming slowly. Maybe we can have a time lapse of some construction of some buildings. Look at the infrastructure here; it's all done and dusted as well. Both done and dusted. Oh, hotel! Perfect. So we have even hotel finished here, so that's gonna be nice. Let's see. This one can go like this. This one can go like this. I'm not even sure if I should want to connect these to the footpaths because I don't want too many pedestrian crossings over here. We can have one probably, but later. This is not necessary now, so I don't want to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna go and assign first tourist buses There are no goods to sell. Perfect. Food, meat, and the alcohol. So we need 3 vans. We're gonna have the separate vans for this. So let's go for covered hull. Total capacity, small Zastava. Which one? Which color? Let's go for this one. This definitely looks like a food van, but I think we're gonna need a little bit bigger capacity. I love this little poly. You know what? No, that should be enough. So we're gonna have for alcohol and we're gonna have for food. Let's go food first. Domestic food. This is what tourists want. I was like, something that my father said once. It's like it stuck to me. It's kind of duh and obvious, and I was a kid when we talked about it. It's like, what? Like, tourists don't come to tourist countries to drink their own beers and eat their own foods from their domestic countries. They come, they want to experience, stuff. It's kind of duh, of course, but I was thinking, like, who wants to drink beer from my hometown? I don't want to drink that. Why would anybody want to drink that? But even though if it's not the best one in the world, people still would like to experience this. And the last thing we need here is the meat. I will just buy us a meat truck. So we have the, you know what, I should have gone for the tourists first. Because and the tourists, we don't care if they die. I mean, like, of course we care if they die, but the tourists don't require backup for the, there we go, first tourists. They don't require backup for the food and stuff. If they're unsatisfied, they should leave negative trip ratings and stuff, and soon we're gonna invest slowly into some other tourist infrastructure like Ferris wheel and this kind of stuff. I'm probably gonna do a time lapse of a new neighborhood that we're gonna construct over here, so we're gonna focus on that, but I will focus on finishing these factories as well. I think the underground infrastructure is gonna have to wait for a better episode, not this one. So 20 minutes into this episode, let's start the time lapse. Right, here we go. We are done with the time lapse. We have quite a few messages. I didn't even pay attention to those, but you can see that most of them are just last chance to buy, new vehicle type, stop production. Yeah, stupid message, but hey ho. Right, so I didn't start on the neighborhood. I will start soon. Tourists started arriving, but you notice that I didn't provide them with food, so that was a little bit oopsie on my part. But that's resolved now. So the next thing we have is the couple of... I'm building a cinema here and sports hall. I think this one is the one that works as a church as well. Don't quote me on that, but we'll see. We'll see in time. I was looking at a bus station somewhere around here, but this is going to be a 5-story high neighborhood. This is the second out of 3 neighborhoods that I'm gonna build as a challenge to 18 a.m. This is 1,666. No, it's 1,660, I think. No, it's not 66 people here. So this is 1/3 of the 5,000 people, 5,000 apartments. Or wait, did he say apartments? I really need to go back to that, because if he said apartments, that's half of that, half of the workers. So I think we might be good then. I'm just gonna double check now. Remove this. And let's see, 18. As a penance town for 5,000 workers, ah, darn it. 4-story high. It's not. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build 5,000. But so yeah, this is 1/3 of the neighborhood that I'm building here. So for 18 a.m., this is gonna be the second one. I'm gonna do a little bit more, you know, something fancy, angled buildings and this kind of stuff. Also 5-story high. Also, there's a little bit of a, you know, flattening that requires here. So I think it's gonna require a new episode for itself. Tourist-wise, you can see that they are missing spirituality. Again, I'm kind of hoping that this is going to be resolving that. And the new neighborhood, I started the infrastructure first, the electricity, which I actually forgot to put the actual electricity hoses. So that's going to be underground, big ones. And where is the closest one? The closest one is here. I actually want to steal this. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. You know what? Let's go directly from the substation. What? Straight away? You're gonna play like this? Okay, he's gonna play like this. How much would this cost even? Let's bypass it. This way, and then... Yeah, this looks a little bit more promising. Nope, computer says no. And then let's go here. Hopefully this is gonna be fine. I was thinking of putting these electricity hoses a little bit deeper usually. You can see here that some of them can't even be constructed properly, so that's gonna be so much fun. Is this the longest one? Yeah. Yeah, that's the same one. Doesn't matter. I'll pay for this with auto purchase just because 3 division. But I'm happy about this. I'm happy. I even built a pumping station, so for the hot water. We are building this. Do we even have electricity here? I didn't even check. Yeah, we do. It's close enough to the other one. Are we building it? Well, yeah, offices are assigned. We just need people to finish this stage. Actually, we need excavators, but like I said, we started several big projects at the same time, so it's gonna take just a few more days to finish those first. And also residential area, which brings us to a next segue to a next point that we should probably increase population in some of those. So let's go for 100 people from poor countries, third world countries, to populate our little city here. One final thing, do we need anything else? Oh right, I didn't discuss the industrial area here. Yeah, it's gonna go ever so slowly because we're gonna build infrastructure first. I built the footpaths as well. Please give me something. No, but I think it looks like it might make it, so I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I think they're gonna be able to walk here. I will be connecting them to, you know, to elsewhere as well, but I think I want to cross that bridge when we come to it, you know, later on. I can do it on the road because it doesn't matter, and even if I need to remove the fence, I'll do it, so make it so. And of course we have this one here that it needs to be connected. So yeah, we have options. Actually, I think I can start with this straight away. So if I do it like this, there we go. and we can have access to all the factories. Okay, I hope you guys approve of this, and if you did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to press the like button. If you didn't leave a nasty comment in the comment section, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, I have a description in the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.